Hey guys, and welcome back to our JCP save, and we're about to run World Championship Wrestling, but before we jump into that, we've got Magnum TA back from his career-threatening injury. Obviously he can't wrestle anymore, but he is available as a manager, and as a manager only. I want to ask your guys' opinions on this. Do you think I should keep him as a manager? He does have quite good charisma. Or do you think he was used at this time as a colour commentator? And I think, to be honest, he's probably... I could do a better colour commentator than the one I have. So if you guys don't mind, I might edit him to be a colour commentator. Literally just tick the box to say he can be one rather than just a manager. But anyway, let's... while you guys are writing that in the comments, let's go to our show and run this. So we open up our episode of World Championship Wrestling with an in-ring angle. We've got Barry Windham and Tully Blanchard have a bit of a back and forth with each other, trading words, and they agree to have a match later on tonight, a non-title match between Windham and Blanchard. And Dark Journey helped in segment 65, not bad. Then, oh god, that's not good. We have a debut of our newest announcer. We've got Jim Ross, who came in from... I can't remember what Bill Watts' company is at this point. I can click on him and look. No. It's like... Is it the UWF? I think it's the UWF Bill Watts is running at this point. Or it could be the USWA. No wait, that was Memphis. Anyway. We've brought in Jim Ross, just to improve our announced team in general. So the three of them are sitting at their desk and they're hyping up the newest NWA superstar, the man that they call Sting, who makes his debut right now in a terrible match. God damn it. And about the head, solid in action but non-existent crowd, Sting defeated Johnny Ace in 10:02 by pinfall. He's debuted his fan favourite gimmick. They got an 86. Bob Caudle and Jim Ross have pretty good chemistry calling matches together. That's very good. We want that for like a brand new team. That got us a 45, so not the best rating for his debut, but I'm really planning on building up Sting very similar to how much he was built up in the old NWA, because Sting's awesome. Sting is really cool. Anyway, next we have just basically a throwaway match. A match that has some good action and average heat. Ricky Morton defeats Black Bart in 10:24 by pinfall with a missile dropkick. That got us a 60 rating. Pretty good match, all things considered, for that rating for those two guys, specifically Black Bart. But this is basically to serve as a little bit of hype for the Crockett Memorial Cup, which I'm not looking forward to running because I'm going to have to do a lot of planning for that. We come out Ric Flair. He taunts Jimmy Garvin, mocking him because Flair retained his title at our March Supercard. With the amazing comment, Jimmy Garvin's mom wanted a girl, his father wanted a boy, and they were both satisfied. Woo! I love how that's just like a default in-game one, and somehow I picked the one that has the Flair woo at the end. That's awesome. I got an 88, good rating for Flair. Always good ratings for Flair when he comes out. Definitely going to be a main focus at the end of the week. Well, he is at this point. He is the main focus. Our next match, we had Bam Bam Bigelow basically squashes Kevin Sullivan by a powerbomb. Basically, I want to build up Bam Bam. I don't want to really use Kevin Sullivan. So that's basically the only reason for this. And Kevin Sullivan's quite a well-established guy who can put over the newer people I want to put over him. Because a 62... Damn, it's 61. Son of a... And a match that had some good action and average heat. Dutch Mantel defeated Jimmy Garvin in 15:59 with a pile driver. Garvin was tiring by the end of a match. It was only 16 minutes long. God. You were in the main event of the last show, Garvin. What are you doing? Because a 61. His wife did some good work at ringside, folks. So that's something. But yeah, I want to build Dutch Mantail up quite a lot. He's got a very high momentum at this point, which I'm very pleased with. And basically, I really want a non-horseman affiliated top level heel, which is what I was sort of lacking. But now I've got Dutch, I've got DiBiase, I've got the person I brought in for Dutch Mantail's tag team partner. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Stan Hansen. He thinks we're too small to have Stan Hansen. But I've got someone pretty big to work with Dutch Mantail. Well, not pretty big, but someone I really like to work with Dutch Mantail, and you'll see that sooner rather than later. In fact, they might enter the Crockett Cup together. Yes, thank God, thank you, Dusty. Dusty cuts a promo hyping up just basically his feud with the Horsemen, specifically Arn. Now, basically, after the Luger and Blanchard failing on me because of Luger, I'm ditching Luger and switching to Anderson and Blanchard as the Horseman tag team, as it were. Because they were the Horseman tag team, and they're a very good tag team. So they'll be in the Crockett Cup, as will Dusty and Nikita Koloff. I need to remember all these teams I'm putting in it. Our main event of the evening, oh thank Christ for that. And about the match had some good action and average heat. Barry Windham defeated Tully Blanchard in 16:03 with a superplex. It's quite a good finish actually, a superplex. Got us a 72. Basically, I'm beginning to build up Barry Windham. I kind of want him to be maybe the main guy, but like I definitely want him to be like a top level babyface, like either number 1 or number 2 babyface. So very high up the roster. He's pretty high up already. I mean, he's already a main eventer, but I want to just establish him at that level. Let's see how we got for an overall rating. Got us a 71. Popularity's up in 9 regions. All very good. Who got us the best section of the night? Flair, of course he did. And the worst section was unfortunately Sting's debut, but I'm going to blame that on Johnny Ace. People Power wasn't alive and kicking at this point. But yeah, overall, very good show. So this will be the end of this episode. We'll come back on Saturday, week 1 of March, for the first episode of World Championship Wrestling in April, and the beginning, possibly, of the Crockett Memorial Cup. I've not quite decided how to run that in game yet. Whether to do it over the month of April and then have a finale show at the end of the month, or how I'm going to do it, but I'll think of something. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.